All right, so we are gonna do the attitude hell mode for the straps and metal spectacle. So we'll go back to using Sting since we got a belt on him. Or strap, I should say. We can never say belt in WWE. Vince doesn't like belts, the term belt. What do you mean, Casey? Who is NWO 6 at Guersan? NWO 6 is the WCW gimmick of X-Pac. Hey, I played that game too, Brandy. I could do the later matches with Macho Domo. I speak with Buck, everyone, and well, we're in the same faction, so. My 6 KCE's 4-star bronze, I believe. Something like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Brandy. It's a nice nice leave it alone game that plays itself.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Walter. 1, 2, 3 kid is 6. Oh yeah, Benny, definitely buff the metal first before you put them on the strap, because you're gonna unlock different stats on the metal that may make no sense for the guy you were putting it on to begin with. You might still end up putting it because it's good for most of the stats, but ideally, once you know all the stats of that metal is when you're gonna know who's better to put it on. Oh yeah, Cam, Sting is much better than Bray. Like, Bray is a much better 3-star. Sting is actually horrible at 3-star. He sucks. But at 4-star, then Bray remains pretty much the same, so he doesn't scale up that good. He remains a good guy, a good character, but he doesn't become a great character. Sting, on the other hand, at 4-star, he becomes a freaking beast. Yes, you can, Benny. You can level them whether on or off the strap. Purple and yellow, I'm guessing that's going on Zombie Austin. And if it's not, it should. Yeah, Zombie Austin. Yeah, it is, William. I don't really want to get into it as far as what's up with Buck. He did a pretty bad mistake. He's pretty much paying for it. Don't really want to go into details into what happened. He owned it up. Two, three, four, five. The best champion character that I have, and what he is at. I got all characters, almost all of them, like all but 5. So again, there's no clear-cut one best character. They all have strengths and weaknesses. Some really have don't many weaknesses, mostly strength, but they're not all good at everything. Oops. Yeah, Cam and Res are indeed. I'm using yellow, yellow, green. A lot of people use green, green, yellow instead. They work both great. 4-star Jeff. Yeah, Jeff is a pretty good character. He's actually one of the better acrobat for free players. Yeah, King, that's pretty much what I did the first 30 minutes of this stream. Yeah, Piper at 4-star gold is definitely great. Definitely among the best showboats. But showboats, I mean, there's always showboats that are never that great compared to other characters because they just don't do that much damage, except for Slick Rick, which does a shitload of damage. What do you mean how we set championship at record? Okay, you mean to expand your belts it costs 15. Well, you gotta get those currency. You can get it from selling belts, for example, or straps, I should say. I always say belts. Straps. Last time I heard Buck was not done streaming. He's probably just taking a break right now. Or maybe he's done, I don't know. But last I heard he was still gonna make content, just not official content. I played one match in PUBG Kingslayer. I did not like it. That game is not that popular in America. Overseas is pretty popular, but not that much here. I just don't like Battle Royale type of game. I get bored as hell running around for 15 minutes without seeing a single soul and nobody to shoot on. I rather play like Battlefield. Right now I got 2 computer games that I play. I play The Outer World, which is made by the creators of Fallout. And I play Death Stranding. Well, that's actually on the PlayStation 4. It's not on PC, but I play it on my PC with the PlayStation whatever app they call to play on your computer, because my TV broke, so I don't have a TV anymore. And since I'm always on my computer, I don't care to buying a new TV because I'll never watch it anyway. Eddie's pretty good at 4-star, but Eddie is not a guy that does a lot of damage. It's a guy that's gonna basically have the match last forever, but he's gonna get the job done. Jimmy is much better than Jeff Hardy, Hiram. Jimmy is a beast. He's kind of hurt if you don't have Matt as a trainer, though. But he's a very powerful character. You know, Saini, I actually played my first game of Fortnite, like, last month. I actually finished, like, second on the map, which I thought would be, like, never gonna happen, because I really wasn't that great. First time I played the game, but yeah, I just don't like Battle Royale game. Like, Fortnite was not that bad, but I mean, I got so much better games I could be playing. And I really don't have that much free time. Like, I work a full day job, and it's actually like, my days are 8.5 hours, so it's 30 minutes more than the average day for people most of the time. If I gotta go to work, that's 3 hours of traffic as well if I can't work from home, which I can't for the next 2 weeks, unfortunately. So that's 3 hours in the traffic. The just the content. I mean, the content itself, it's maybe like 2-3 hours, but answering all the message, that's a lot of hours. Like content plus answering the message, that's about 8 hours a day. I usually don't have more than 4 hours left to sleep. So I don't really have much time for any hobbies or games to play. Normally I'll get to play games if it's like I'm on vacation or something, because I got 8 hours extra in a day. Well, let's just use still X back and put on Macho. I did play Chrono Trigger, but I played like the one from 25-30 years ago. That was what, on Sony PlayStation 1, I believe. The best Steve Austin is Zombie Austin. Well, Technician Goldust is actually pretty good at 4-star. If you have Arn Anderson, he's very annoying. And Striker Goldust, I mean, he's not what you'd like classify as a guy worth spending resources on, but he's one of those guys that 4-star made him viable. Yeah, you're right. Chrono Trigger was on Super Nintendo. Yeah, there was no Square Soft at the moment, at the time, on PlayStation. It was all on Nintendo. It depends, James. Like, Jimmy is better for overall stuff. X-Pac is better for stuff like feuds. No, Shane O'Mac sucks at every rarity. No, I don't want a tube TV. I don't want the space it would take. I'm actually gonna try to repair my TV. I ordered the little transitor that like I read on the internet what the problem, because the problem my TV has is that everything is like a negative when you watch the picture. Like all the colors are distorted. It's like if you were watching an old negative. It's solarized, they call. So I read online about that specific model, that it's a chip on it, on the board, that's defective and you got to change it. But there's 48 point of solder on it that I gotta get rid of. And I mean, I haven't done electronics in like 20 years, so I'm not that confident that I'm gonna fix it. But I mean, the TV's broken, it's gonna go to the trash anyway, and the piece costed like $5 out of China, so I should get it in the next month. I'll open up the TV and I'll rip it up and I'll try to fix it. If not, it's going to the trash anyway. And if it's fixed, well, good, I got a TV. Yeah, I played most of the Final Fantasy. I started getting turned off of the Final Fantasy when they started making them more action-based instead of turn-based. Kind of like Fallout. Fallout were my favorite games of all time. Fallout and Jagged Alliance. As far as turn-based game, I really like turn-based game, and once they got rid of the turn-based thing on it, I kind of lost interest on it. And it's kind of the same thing with Final Fantasy. Also, I just can't afford a game that takes 200 hours anymore. I don't have that much time. I don't have much time at all anyway. So I like games that I can, like, I'm never gonna have 2 hours to play a game. I'm gonna have 30 minutes here and there. I like something I can just pick up, play a couple games, save my game, or disconnect, and I'm done. I do something else. Something like, that's why I'm not that far into Death Stranding so far. Like, I started the game and I couldn't save and do anything for like an hour because it was all going on. It's an awesome game. It looks ridiculously good, but it's something I gotta make time for to play. So that's pretty hard for me. Like right now my kid is sleeping, so I can do this. But if it was like the weekend, well, my kid is there. I'm not gonna leave her play with her shit and go downstairs and play on my computer and not be there for her or anything. I'm gonna be with my kid. So really don't have that much time to play long stuff. All right, so that's done for the attitude tour on L.